Hi, this is Chad from Kuberg, USA. I couldn't be more excited to introduce you to this amazing bike. This is the brand new 2017 X-Force Pro 50 bike. It just arrived on the US soil about 2 weeks ago. We have test rode it. Both adults and kids are having a blast on it. This has the Freerider motor, controller, and battery in it. It's got a lithium poly battery and it rips. I want to go through some of the features. Right off the top, you can see high-end, fully adjustable suspension. You've got adjustment on the right side of the fork, left side of the fork, and then you actually have an air adjustment down here on the front right of the fork. Very nice fork. We've ridden it hard, both adults and kids, and it's performed very well. In the rear, you also have a premium adjustable shock that you could adjust it and tailor it to each rider's needs. Something we're really impressed with on this X-Force Pro 50 is it has a right foot rear brake, just like a standard motorcycle race bike. So your child or an adult riding this bike is going to have the feeling and experience of having a right foot brake. The front brake is an awesome, really comfortable, quick adjust premium brake. Just turning this knob, you can adjust it for children's hands all the way out to larger adult hands. I want to walk through a couple of the other features. One of the main features too is your on and off switch / kill switch. So if the rider puts this around the wrist, if they remove it from the bike stops. It's a safety feature and an on and off switch all in one. So to use it, all you do is simply set the magnet down and you just heard that noise, the bike is going to fire up. To change the modes, there's this really neat mode button and LED indicator button right in the front of the bike here, right near the neck. And to change the mode, you just hold the mode button down and put the magnet on. 1 beep is level 1, 2 is level 2, 3 beeps is level 3. And if you let go of the mode button after the first beep, second, or third, it's going to stay in whatever mode you've left it in for the rest of the time and until you change it. So if you ride it for days and days, it's going to stay there until you switch the mode with the mode button. It's a neat safety feature. This bike has the approximate speed of about 21 to 23 miles an hour. It's important to understand that the 3 modes affect the rate at which you get to top speed, but all 3 modes do allow you to go the full 21 to 23 miles an hour. If you want to limit the speed for the child or the adult, all you need to do is purchase the separate stream port adapter, and that's basically a Wi-Fi brain that talks to your smartphone that you can lock out the speed to whatever speed. For example, you can lock it out at 6 miles an hour, 12, whatever you decide as the child progresses up. Also see with the app the power level of the bike, how much battery you have left. There's also a really neat LED indicator on the front of the bike. So green is a full battery. Then as you get to about half full, it turns yellow. And then if you get lower, it'll turn red, so you have a good indication of how much battery you have left. So because the X-Force has a lithium poly battery, this battery does pack a lot of punch. We're getting really good range, but of course the range depends on the weight of the rider, if they're doing hill climbs or flat. But everyone who has purchased this bike and tested this bike has been really impressed with the performance of the battery. We're so happy to report that the X-Force Pro 50, this exact bike, has been racing in Europe, in Germany, the UK, and France, and racers have been finishing in the top 3 with this amazing electric bike. This is a race-ready bike if you choose. It's also a blast to ride around your backyard, your neighborhood, your local park, open space, or even a motocross park. Any situation where you want to ride the bike, the X-Force enables you to do it because it's silent. There's no noise to make neighbors angry. Doesn't make the police angry. It gives you a lot more opportunities for you or your child to practice in your own neighborhood and then go out to the racetrack if you're a racer. A great question we get is, how tall is the X-Force? The seat height of the X-Force is 26.5 inches and the ground clearance is 12.5 inches. One great question that we often get from customers is, what is the parts availability for this X-Force? We're happy to report we have a warehouse full of parts and accessories for this bike in Northern California, so if you happen to break something, we can get you up and running fast. As you can see, this bike is not only an amazing kids bike, but it's also an amazing adult pit bike. This bike rips. I'm 6'3", I fit on this. It's a lot of fun for riding around the pits, riding around the campground, your backyard, you name it, you can ride it. This bike rips and it is a ton of fun.